Welcome back to the OlimoLeague. Game number 2 currently underway, so let me just go update the score here. It is a best of 3, of course, here in the quarterfinal. Oh, sorry, the round of 16, rather. This will lead into the quarterfinals. And we got still a lot of fantastic players playing in today's tournament. No one's made it to the round of 8 just yet. But with so many other good matches going on, what I'm just sitting here smiling about is like this finals is going to be great, no matter who gets there. So make sure if you guys are watching this live on Twitch, you type !brackets to take a peek at those take a peek at those brackets. Man, Real versus True's going on into. Oh, I'm like, ugh. All right. Anyways, for my candy store woes come your problem as well. Spawning here in the top right corner of the map, playing for Axiom. Currently down 1 at the moment. Can I bring it back? It's Impact.
Never left as the blue Terran. It's Root SuperNova.
Okay, so SuperNova played a pretty solid game. There wasn't really a lot of cheese in that. There wasn't that really racks opening was cool, but it didn't really lead to anything that was so, oh my god, here comes 19 Reapers, anything quite like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of like the subtle nuance of just doing it. I don't think that alone, of course, is what cost Impact that game. A lot of that was positioning, that hallway of death, streaming across the map. Overgrowth is a funny map to take that fourth on, though, because while SuperNova wasn't doing drops, he had still managed to catch Impact a little bit stretched and far away from where the consolidation of his forces were. But this map, this is the map that's going to let him do drops.
I think it was really just came down to the opener that impacted. The fast muta was a cool idea, and it's not like it does automatically give you a loss against a person who goes bio. It just is a lot harder to make it work against a person who goes Marines.
I don't know about you, Zombigo, but my thoughts on that are like, you know, SuperNova's been known to do some Hellbat pushes. Maybe he just was trying to do a blind counter.
Oh no, I definitely think he was trying to do a blind counter to anything, honestly. Like the fact that SuperNova did go for Hellion Banshee was already looking like it would be a really good counter, but SuperNova scouted because of those Hellions, remember? So those Hellions were an awful big deal. Otherwise, the Hellion Banshee gets like shut down completely, and then its production's only just starting. Those turrets are pretty important, covering both bases and being able to get a third CC up and quickly. So I guess those are really the biggest deal that Hellion run by. Anyways, I don't think Impact's going to do the same thing. In fact, he's opening Gasless, and yet so is SuperNova. Kind of a weird coinkydink here. Both odd in today's TVZ.
Yeah, I guess Gasless double. I mean, we don't really see this like for both. Usually you get that gas really fast because you're afraid of the Reaper, and of course normally you go for the Reaper to scout. But SuperNova saying, you know what, I'll get more value out of picking off an Overlord because he will get another Overlord this game.
Ugh. Impact this time is prepared. He knew that was gonna die. There's 2 overlords on the way.
You know, I don't know if you remember him because it's been a long time since we've cast any of his games, but I still think Froz from MIA has got to be like one of the best Overlord snipers, like this kind of unknown European Terran player. But that guy was so sick at predicting Overlord pathing. I legit don't know anyone who could kill more Overlords than him.
Jotchi.
Maybe, and
you weren't around. You weren't around when he did it against Leenock, and it was just such a shocker. I don't nothing could really surpass that feeling of when you thought that Leenock was gonna 4-0 this kid, and this kid comes out and kills 4 of Leenock's overlords, and he memorized the path thing, and you're just like, what the f?
I like Jokshi's like a kid.
He was a kid. It was 3 years ago.
Some kid who won GSL. Some punk.
He was 17. He must be 16. He was younger than Leenock, I think.
Some ruffian I never heard of.
The final was actually whoever won is going to be the youngest GSL finalist, I think, at the time. It just happened to, the youngest one. Anyways.
Wouldn't Seed be younger than either of them?
Seed?
Yeah.
Seed, no. Seed's not younger than any of them.
Really? Okay, my bad. I just thought Seed was really young for some reason.
He kind of looks young, I guess, but I'm pretty sure he's not that young. I'm going to check. Okay. It's worth it.
Totally worth, because there's really not a lot going on right now.
Yeah, he's actually the same age as me and you, or me.
As you say, you and I are not the same age.
You're old. You're old.
I'm not old. Shut up. You're old. Girls age worse than guys. Stuff like that. Shut up.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, a little insecurity. What can I say?
Those straws are clean, just falling right out of your hands, man.
Yeah. So he's starting to get this wall once again. This is normally we really wouldn't bring this up, but if we didn't just cast Marine King, there wouldn't be the extra emphasis on this. Because I mean, Impact is a guy who will exploit you if you show weakness, and if you show that you never have a bunker down, you bet your ass Impact's gonna ling all in you every single game.
These Marines coming out here, though, is interesting. He is getting a medevac and a couple of Hellions behind this, so it looks like he's just going to go ahead and rather than try an elevator and play it fancy, he's just going to attack, you know? Like, an Impact, he's going for fast lair again. This is bad for Impact. He's not going to have mutas. He's not going to even have a Baneling Nest. He didn't even get the precautionary one that he got last game. 20 Lings are scary for sure, but if SuperNova has any good kiting whatsoever with the Hellions, they're really not that scary. As Drone is the first scout.
Yeah, he was trying to do it up there, but the Queen's right here, and the creep's already spreading, so I mean, he should be okay to get this down. It's just gonna be really annoying, so we have to build cancel one more time. But this drop in the main, why? Could Mike with the Marines in the medevac? I think he could have done a lot more damage with that drop without having to pick up. But this opens the door into the natural. However, gets caught with the drones, gets caught with the legs, and SuperNova's not going to get that many kills for this.
It's always so funny seeing the Hellions squirm like insects when they're
I know. They're like, if I'm a Hellion, I'm like, yo, I'm a car. Why can I not run this over? Like, just floor it.
It's a good question. So Impact holds that really well for having slow Lings the majority of the time and no Banelings. I think if SuperNova had done the just the straight up attack, he would have done better actually than trying to be fancy. Drop.
Did you ever play Borderlands?
Once, and I didn't really like it.
Well, I like that game because you could run over like any enemy with a car.
Oh, okay.
It's just like, oh, bandits, no problems. Giant spider monster, no problems. Like, easy peasy.
I'm really tempted to do the Steam challenge. Oh, hey, Banshee, you didn't do anything.
I get sniped pretty quick. Muta's on the way here, too. We didn't really talk about this too much, but once again, getting these earlier mutas. I mean, I think he was planning to have that third base much sooner, obviously, so this wasn't supposed to be like just straight up 2-base muta, but this is going to be how it plays out. And SuperNova, well, he's going bio again. This is a guy classically known for playing mech, but not going to happen this series, not against Impact.
Yeah. Well, SuperNova may be remembering the best of 5 that they played and just thinking, like, okay, I should not have gone mech. I think he went one bio game in that best of and still didn't win, but probably had better chances. Impact, you know, he is going to be able to control the map, and those Hellions didn't do the same damage they did before, and in fact, they didn't get the scout as they did before, just now scouting, so SuperNova goes in and puts down a bunch of missile turrets.
The Hellions, by the way, you know, despite the fact going down, they do cause me just to chase them around the map instead of going straight to like the natural, straight to the main. So SuperNova, I mean, like, yeah, he's got Marines out, but he really doesn't have that many. All this, like, even just like 10 extra seconds could be the difference of like winning or losing a fight here.
Impact gonna just try and
This is the way he tries to bust with just legs. He needs Banelings to break that wall.
Yeah, I suppose he was waiting for the Marines to come out and be almost baited by the mutas, so I don't think SuperNova's gonna fall for that, not until he has a good, sizable force. Well, that's annoying.
Yeah,
this is what a good muta player does. This is why, you know, someone like Impact does go for the 2-base opener. As long as it's not like, you know, scouted immediately and, you know, hard counted immediately, you can do pretty good things with the mutas.
Yeah. By the way, updating the brackets here. Apparently Hermione just 2-0'd Boong Boong. What?
I thought you said Hermione.
Hermione.
I was like,
Hermione, she was like, you know, Avada Kedavra.
Could you not
or whatever? I don't really know Harry Potter.
Did you not mispronounce all the things?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I actually, you know what? I've never seen it. I saw the first Harry Potter movie and I didn't like it, so I didn't see the rest. But I loved the books.
Are you serious? You would have seen it when you were like 14.
I didn't.
Well,
like
actually,
it,
that makes more sense. That makes more sense. You were a teenage boy.
I was like, you know what? Here's what pissed me off. I was at the time, and I've never been this guy since. But it's like, it's not like the books. This is so dumb. I didn't like it.
Oh my god.
So I never watched any of the other movies as a consequence.
So wait, you read the books though?
I loved the books.
So you still got the names wrong. What's wrong with you?
Well, it's like what I didn't know how to pronounce Hermione until I heard it in the movie. I was like Hermione, or I don't know.
That's true. That's true. Big fight off of creep if there's any village fire whatsoever.
Oh, gets up on those Banelings. A lot of them go down, and there's really not that many left. The SuperNova just spreads even barely. He should be able to take this fight, and it spreads very well.
Yeah,
even hitting a bunker up.
I think.
Great control here out of a Terran player. So moving forward with this, I mean, that one might got one good shot. The other one really didn't get much done. But I think on top of this, once again, we find Impact really late to the 2-2 party, so to speak. As oftentimes when we see this matchup, we're so used to seeing a Zerg player like get there first or at the same time, hasn't even started his upgrades yet.
I like the idea to take kind of a hidden fourth from Impact because the other, like any other fourth they try to take is very abusable. Yeah. But one drop, and SuperNova already has it lined up, will scout this, and it's going to be hard for Impact to defend.
I mean, it's cool because it's like a little further out, not taking like the typical expansions here, but yeah, the more exposed it is, the easier it is going to be to drop. Does scan, where's this, northern base. He was looking for that 4th. Doesn't find it, but he's going to find it.
Weird 4th to take. Yeah, now he finds it. No drones to kill there, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to take it down with the Lings, you know, as close as they are. Oh, there are drones there. Okay. Bad luck drones.
That is a little unfortunate. There's quite a few of them here he just picks up. In the meantime, it's not like SuperNova is really using this to get around elsewhere, but when he sees the Mutalisks respawn, he may at least start cleaning up some creep here in the middle of the map. Yeah, there we go. Trying to get some of this control back. Because, of course, every time he takes a fight versus Banelings, off of creep is going to increase his chances to win. You don't get an automatic win for fighting off of creep, but you get a pretty damn good chance. Yeah,
what he really wants to do is find a good positioning here. Now, the 4th isn't here, so we'll be able to use it.
Oh, that Widowmine shot was pretty good, and it soaks some Baneling hits. But the problem is it cleans up mostly Lings, right? And you're like, you're coming up a 2-2 versus like 1-1 Lings. Much rather that Widowmine goes off on like a Baneling.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, 10 Banelings versus 10 Lings, so I was going to take the Banelings, but it is important to take down any amount of like, just 20 anything is usually good. I guess is the point, right?
Yeah, this is a little bit unrelated because, of course, we got a Twitch delay to work with. But shout out to anyone who watched or read the Golden Compass series, by the way. I also love that book series. That and Harry Potter were, like, my jam growing up. But that's a lot of mutas, and the turret did fall pretty much immediately. He's going to be very careful, though, because the Widowmines are coming in, and Drilling Claws enabled, those things instantly burrow.
Yeah, well, SuperNova is going to make multiple turrets now. He doesn't want him to abuse that position. Impact, you know, he's up in supplies and a good... Oh, until that happened.
This is a bad
fight.
My
God. Jesus.
He's not paying attention. He's getting dropped in 2 locations. What's going on? Losing all those mutas. Oh my god, there's so much control of the game gone. Like, the mutas, the DPS is kind of cool, whatever. A bit, like, I guess null most of the time, but, wow. Well, the fact that he gave them all away for free is what really makes that painful.
Your army can pick up in bad situations. Where, you know,
or you can just eat a face full of Banelings to start turning this around.
Well, okay, so that wasn't the greatest for SuperNova, but that still was better. He was able to actually pick up and just go to the 4th, and as long as Impact doesn't have mutas, he's finally trying to make them now. This will always happen.
Well, the base does go down, and SuperNova is starting to struggle a little bit. Still on 70 drones, though, so I mean, his economy's not faltering, but we'll see if his larva injects and his production keep up with this. Does pick up once again, because where are the mutas? No threat to the medevacs. Drops in the main going off while this happens. Still, workers are dying everywhere at some points. Natural base also being attacked. Yeah, queens are starting to fall. This is looking pretty bad for Impact. He's
without mutas, he can't chase this down.
Yeah, he's busy chasing the medevacs with those Lings. In the meantime, 2-2 Marauders just don't give a flip about anything Zerglings do.
Oh, Impact. I don't know if you can come back from this, man. The drop in the main is still going on? What?
No, that was the drop in the natural. Yeah, carried over to the main. Actually, gonna focus the spawning pool. Something that can't be ignored here. But army supply is still in the favor here of SuperNova. Impact does try and retake this base. Man, the creep has been beaten back pretty hard. Considering just how many tumors were here, I mean, it's not like there's 1 or 2 tumors spreading creep. It's like 11 or 12, but... coming in on top of this, Widowmines don't get amazing hits at the top of the Banelings, but again, he's forced to reach off of creep, and medevacs just pick everything up. See you later. 4th being dropped as well. Man, all this is going on even upgrades. SuperNova is almost done with his level 3 weapon upgrades. Armor's going to be coming out too. This game only gets better for him from here on out.
Yeah. Yeah. He might have been like a little too overeager because of those mutas died. So I'm trying to really abuse the drops, but still eating like a couple of Banelings at face value. But he's still like really far ahead. In Impact, he can't just make up for the fact that he lost the 4th for so long. He can't make up for the fact that he lost so much gas and money's worth in those mutas that he was really big on. And you know what? He was really starting to do damage with too. He was really starting to scare SuperNova, you know, with every counterattack. And now it's just not as scary. He's back up to 18 with these final 3 morphing in, but the timing for like counterattacks and killing with production is long gone. He needs them to take on the head-on engagements.
Yeah, darting around all over the place here with the legs, just looking for something he can do. It's not gonna happen. One of I get sniped off there pretty nicely. I mean, here's the thing for Impact, right? He's not really making any boner moves. I'm not sitting here like cringing at like, dude, why would you engage that? Just that one Mutalisk, that one bad moment, that one bad engagement really set him off this game. And he's been trying so hard to recover after that. And he's getting some damage. He's finally killing some SCVs. He actually bros some lings, but next to 3 missile turrets, so I don't know what that's about. Impact, please, do you know how detection works? But, I mean, this game is just... If it wasn't for that one move with the mutas, I can only imagine this game would have gone drastically different.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying Impact would have won, but Impact, you know, he's actually coming back in this game, so maybe he would have had he just said everything fine.
Well, see, that's what I'm kind of getting at. Like, he's down in supply, still he's down in upgrades, and he's still taking these great fights. He's got that run by. It's not like SuperNova's on a 4th yet. But I mean, like, had this game actually gone Impact's way every step of the way instead of that one mistake, like, I can only imagine this would have been a much better game for him. But I'm not going to count him out yet, because, again, SuperNova's taken, I think, 3 fights now where he's ate a lot of banelings to the face, late with the splits, late with the pickups. So there's still a chance that Impact can get some good connections and really just wreck his opponent. Even some broad banelings hidden over here. Oh, nice connections!
Good. Really great hit. There's a Widow minefield, though, that is quite scary. He's thinning it up. Oh, never mind. Not with a Thor there.
Yeah. So Zergling's going to dive forward here and soak those hits for the banelings. No focus fire coming down. But the Mutas spread on top of the Thor's. Nice magic box.
Widow mines did not do a single damn thing.
No, they didn't. But, man, Impact is a really great engagement. Again, down in upgrades, but he's out of juice on the ground. Going to have to back up. Taps out. GG.